What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of E-Man Music. We're back again.
Yes, we are.
My man, Ctez.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to another episode of Real and Uncomfortable. Before we get started, though, make sure you tap in with Legally Highest for the month of December. They're not 20% off, but they're actually 30% off.
With the code Poly20.
Yes. So,
Thanks for the sponsor. Yo, tap in for real. It'll get your holiday a little bit more levitated.
Make sure you hit them up on legallyhighest.com. And don't forget, Poly20 is the code to get 30% off.
It'll probably be somewhere over here or something. G-Lo.
Yeah.
Copy.
My guy, we're back again, man. We're back again.
We are. And
There's a lot of things to talk about, man.
Oh, there generally is a couple of things right off the bat. Your man 50 is making some let's call it opportunistic moves, just showing his business acumen.
What you mean?
He's so recently there's been a little bit of a shakeup in the hip hop community. Some of the more powerful people in the game are experiencing a little bit of turbulence. You know, there's been some recent allegations, some little shakeups and things. But right now, Diddy is taking a step back from a lot of different endeavors that he's had.
I did hear that. I heard he's stepping down from the charter school.
Charter school is a big one.
And then Revolt TV is also saying that he stepped down. He was a chairman, I guess.
Yes, he was. One of the co-founders and the chairman.
But does that mean that he still owns a part of the business?
Oh, I would imagine so.
Okay, so
I would definitely imagine so.
He's just not doing the...
He's probably not active.
Okay.
Day-to-day business. Okay. There's a little bit of...
But I feel like they said that he was never even doing the day-to-day. Like, there was a statement that came out. They were like, yeah, he's not even involved with the day-to-day.
A lot of this stuff can be a little bit for appearances.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes sense. Just trying to separate your association with the person who's going through it.
But I will say, your man 50 has been really big on a lot of projects in the past. If I'm not mistaken, when it comes to BET, when BET was being sold recently, he and a couple of other larger name, black famous individuals have kind of pulled their money together. I think Shaq was involved. Tyler Perry was involved. Wow, I feel bad forgetting his name. No, Kenya Burris. He's one of the producers of Blackish.
Okay.
Massive names in entertainment. They started to kind of pool their money together to get the investment funds and capital together to buy BET. I don't think it went through. I think it kind of got halted. Maybe their asking price was a little bit crazy.
I think it was, because even with Tyler Perry, he was saying like they were asking for too much because BET, I guess, wasn't generating enough money. So if you did buy it, you'd be in the hole for, what I mean?
Profitability is everything.
Yeah.
In this all this entertainment stuff, business in general, you can't just decide a price and then say like, yo, you got to pay this for this. It gotta make sense. It's got to make sense. It's got to make sense. But your boy 50, I'm surprised you're not giving him a stronger pat on the back right now. That's a really big move. If 50 slides into buy Revolt, yeah.
Nah, I don't know, but I just feel like he's doing it just to be petty. Like him and Diddy have always had that little competitive energy, you know what I mean? Whether it be like Ciroc versus effing vodka.
Oh yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
That was big. That was big.
So there's always been that competitive energy.
Like a New York power struggle.
Yeah, definitely. And I just think that now that Diddy is down, 50 is just kind of, having fun with it. I don't think it's anything too serious.
Well, you think Jay is in this mix of like, not even just this particular purchase, but in the three main moguls of New York, I always feel like it's like a three-headed monster of Diddy, 50, and Jay.
I feel like Jay-Z's out of here. He's not even paying attention to none of this stuff.
When you say out of here, in terms like above it all?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
copy.
Yeah. He's not even worried about none of this stuff. Like he got his family thing going on. He's in a whole other world. Like at one point it was, because I remember when 50 dropped the I Get Money joint.
Yeah.
They all hopped on. I think it was Diddy, Jay-Z, and 50 on the remix.
Was? I gotta tap into that. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
pretty sure they hopped on the I Get Money remix.
Niggas gonna take my New York card for not hearing that. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Ctez, 1/3 of Real and Uncomfortable. We understand the overwhelming feeling of trying to find insurance, the overwhelming feeling of trying to protect your assets, building your businesses, and ensuring that you're covered in times of danger, times of loss. And because of that, we've gotten in touch with one of the leading providers of insurance in Westchester County. Daniel Guiney, he prides himself on morals, respect, synergy, and to that point, it's not just a company, it's a family. And he'll treat you like family. He'll put you right in the best positions to find efficient solutions for your insurance needs. It's complicated, we get it. Long documents, lots of paperwork, tons of language that even the most well-read people have no idea what they're talking about. But he's taken the morals and named his company just after his grandfather who instilled those same morals into him. Zara Risk Management is a place for you. He's partnered with the leading insurance providers and can find the best package and deal for you. Visit westchesterhomeinsurance.com for your free consultation with Daniel today. He'll take care of you, treat you like family. Now let's get back to the show. Speaking of, fathers of the game, so to speak.
Yeah.
Your boy T.I. recently had a little bit of a viral scuffle. I don't even know what you want to call it, a scuffle with his sonny. What do they call him? King Latifah.
Oh my God.
With the new chompers, got the veneers going.
Yeah, I don't even know why he did that to his teeth. I mean, respectfully, I ain't even here to judge. But it's like, if you got the money to do it, why not do it?
Just do it the right way.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't even think it's necessarily an issue. I have no problem with veneers. It's just the problem is he already kind of damn. I'm not really the guy who usually insults people like this. But he kind of give me Muppet vibes.
Oh, I think it's the hair though.
Yeah, like I don't think that he needed that to happen. Either way, dude had a whole scuffle with his parents. He's stepping to his mom, getting disrespectful. You as a parent, man, how you feel about the dynamic of like where a father's supposed to step in, how they supposed to kind of step in and deal with that circumstance?
Yeah, I think you definitely need balance, but in terms of him putting hands on his moms, that's a no-no. That's as a dad, that's not flying at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I done caught my son try to do something like that. Nah. Before he even gets to it, I'm on him. Like, don't ever even jokingly do anything like that. You know what I mean? I didn't see the full video.
Yeah.
I just saw a clip, and it did seem like T.I. stepped in to kind of let him know, like, yo, boy, we're not doing
definitely.
that.
I will say T.I. definitely strikes me as that type of parent that's always been, I mean, even accused of almost being too strict in regards to his kids. But, I mean, hell, you look outside, and sometimes that seems like it's for the better. You kind of need that structure.
I'm not gonna lie, with that situation though, just it reminds me of Tariq and Power. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Your parents got millions of dollars, they raised you right, and you choose to run to the hood and
Gotta get to the streets.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally, if you do like a parallel, Tariq is T.I.'s son.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Now, here's my issue though. Like, isn't it? Don't you want them to kind of idolize you as a parent? T.I. he do got a little bit of a checker.
Street.
Yeah, that's legitimate. No, his street cred is legitimate.
I get it, and that's the struggle with raising your kids a certain way, because it could go either way. If you look at T.I.'s other sons, they went the total opposite direction. One of them is out here playing the guitar. The other one is doing a little,
got his kind of J. Cole-ish flow, give you those vibes.
So it could really go either way, and I just feel like the younger one just chose violence, run in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. Now, there's a other clip that's kind of circulating of them too. It kind of, I think, highlights the dynamic of fathers and mothers raising the children. And it's literally that. The kid wants to be outside. He wants to do his own thing. He wants to be a rapper. He wants to get into it. And T.I.'s like, nah, you can't do that. No, I'm putting my foot down. That's not how this is going to go down. And as he starts to throw a temper tantrum, here goes mom. Here goes grandma.
Him and hug up on him. Nah, and as parents, like, there does need to be that balance, but, you know, it's natural for mothers to want to baby their kids. That's a natural thing. But I think mothers also have to realize that the more you do that, the more damage you're doing because now you know what I mean, you're raising somebody who emotionally is not mature, is not really there to process things, versus letting the kid cry, let him cry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then have a conversation with him. It's not every single time that you got to run up and hug him and, you know what I mean, find the answer for him. Let him find his own answers. Let him, that's a part of becoming a man, you know what I'm saying? Finding your own answers and you know, but I saw that clip too and I was like, too many women do that. Like, and if you don't have that male figure in your life, that's how you kind of stray and just get involved in the wrong things.
It's unfortunate. You know, let's not wish them Tariq and Ghost.
If you do like a side by side, Ghost is T.I. Tiny is Tasha.
Damn.
And Tariq is what's the son's name?
King.
Tariq is King. Like,
King,
I swear to God.
That's
It's
that's crazy. Somebody said that if you take all of T.I.'s sons, it's like T.I. through the multiverse.
Yeah.
Like you got like acoustic T.I., you got rapper like I don't know, Earth Gang T.I.
Right.
And then you got
the wannabe
like
gangster.
Trippie Redd T.I. Like so.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, I think that fatherhood and motherhood is already complicated enough. Hopefully you strike up the balance and don't ever have to step in and regulate like that. But, you know, if it happens, it happens.
Nah. Nah. But I don't even get how it could go. Like, I don't see how it could go that far, though. Like, why? You lived a good life. Why do you feel the need to run to the hood and act as if you didn't have, like, we saw it on TV. We saw that you had a good life. You had problems. Everybody has problems. Rich, poor, whatever. Everybody has problems. But you had money. You were good. You never needed anything.
Influence doesn't always come from the home, though.
1,000%.
Check out social media right now. If you scroll through, I know that most people watching this, and hopefully you're not the person, but most people watching this have friends who have their personalities almost entirely built around social media.
Yeah.
You know, so you got the girls who trying to idolize a sexy red. You got the guys who are trying to idolize a Blueface or somebody like that. The couple who say that the couple's goals are, you know, whoever the it couple is at the moment. You know, and that's literally what they base it on. It's not really like their own personality, but if you see those things, that's who you want to be.
That's tough.
I mean,
that's tough.
Living for appearances, rather. We recently struck a chord with a couple of you guys, didn't we? We got accused of maybe living beyond our means.
Our means.
Beyond
oh
our
my
means.
God.
So first off. I don't know if we're gonna cue up a little part of the clip here, but we recently discussed cost of living. And let me be the one to kind of break this down for you if you don't know, because cost of living is determined by geographical location. It's what your money can do for you. Now, we said about $4,000 is about the poverty line at this point, right? That's what the post said.
So and that's the thing. I have to correct the information. I think people took it at face value. I think what the person was trying to do with the stat is show that $4,000, when you add in inflation and how things have changed, is poverty level. Now, the actual stats, I think they're saying that 14,000 to 20,000 is actually poverty level.
You got to remember the difference between actual and then the point of reference of even the post you got, right?
Right.
The post you got, and why we can kind of second that notion is because of our geographic location. Right? Like large major metropolitan areas, shit costs more. Just does. And I know that there's people in the comments like, oh, well, why do you guys just move? All right. I mean, sure. Let half of New York move to Missouri and raise the price of a house in Missouri. Well, that's cool. We can do that too. But the idea is simply your money should stretch further.
Right.
It's that simple. I don't think that we can sit here and argue that $4,000 shouldn't be a decent.
No, but even if you watch the video, I'm in shock myself. Like, I'm like, it's not making sense. The math's not mathing. But when you actually look at what $4,000 can do for you in New York,
look at that breakdown.
It's not much.
Yeah, what does they say? Rent, and this is not even like this, prime New York City is outrageous, right? So we're talking about outskirts New York City, maybe like consider Westchester, maybe a little further up, right? Because prime New York City, I think it starts at about $4,000 for apartments, and unless of course you're like, I don't know, you see those viral apartments where it's literally like a
box.
A box.
I posted about that.
Yeah. So unless you want to live like that, which is cool, that's fine, do you? But it's about $4,000 starting. Now, if you take that and we do something more reasonable, what most people are like suburban areas, you can probably find something between 17 to 23, right?
Are we talking about a one bedroom? You know what I'm saying? Like those are the factors to consider, because I just spoke to a girl today, random stranger. We were just having a conversation, and she was telling me that she's paying $3,200 for a one bedroom in Yonkers.
You said 32
for a one bedroom.
For a one bedroom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you argue with that? How do you argue with that?
If we're talking about strictly problem solving, sure, I guess you can kind of move. But then you got to think about what it means to move.
No, but moving is proving the point that in New York,
it's
$4,000, you're not.
Yeah.
We're not saying that.
We're not standing up.
Right. We're not saying that that's right or that you know what I mean. Like it's just a fact. This is the way that things are, and I don't think it should be that much. I don't think you should be paying $3,200 for a one bedroom apartment. Like that's damn near a mortgage. A few years ago.
No.
A few years
I'll
ago.
be honest.
Now,
if you look at housing, right, houses actually, a mortgage may cost less than your rent, than average rent in New York. If you were to buy a home in New York, the only difference is whether or not you can afford the down payment.
The down payment, but see, that's the thing too. Taxes. Because I was looking at a crib, right?
Yeah.
They hit you with, I think the crib might have been like, mortgage was maybe $2,000 and change, but then for the year you're paying $15,000 taxes. So now it goes up to like, you feel me?
I hear that, but hell, do the math. And if you paying $3,200 for a one bedroom apartment,
for sure, for sure. No. So the math, the only issue is that people don't have like $20,000-$30,000 as a down payment, and now even that, like they're asking for, if the house is, I'm looking at these regular houses that are like $850,000.
Yeah.
And it's like a few years ago, these houses was like $500,000.
I mean,
but just because of inflation and all of that, now, the price of things are going up just for no reason.
That's true.
And then that's the main issue of that I was bringing up. It's like prices are outrageous for no reason.
Yo, everything's going up. Inflation, hoflation, everything is going up. Have you seen these, you're notorious for sending them to the point where G-Lo gets a little annoyed in the group chats when you show the girl who's asking for what they want on a first date?
You talking about the list?
The list, the things they don't want to do, the places they don't want to go, the places that they do. Somebody recently said that they wanted to go on a yacht for the first date. You got to have a Birkin bag on the counter for her, private chef, and roses, like a dozen. I think she said, I'm going to say a dozen because it sounds more reasonable. I'm pretty sure she can't count. She said something astronomical. But, yeah. What's the cost of a first date nowadays?
No, I'm completely out the loop. Like if I wasn't in a relationship, I don't even think that I'd be dating. Like it's
that bad.
I don't understand the stories that I'm hearing, the things that I'm seeing.
Outrageous.
It doesn't. I don't know what happened. Like, because I feel like it started after the pandemic. Like people got locked inside.
Boys were going crazy.
Yeah, people got locked inside and just lost their frame of mind. Like, bro,
pandemic boys buying tickets, them flyouts was going crazy.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah,
he's right. He's right. I think them PPP loans and all of that. The scammers coming outside.
The scammers was doing their thing. The pieces was hitting. Them lobster legs was breaking.
It really made things unrealistic to where like a lot of women have these expectations. I would never ever do that ever.
Yep.
I never like.
Well, I mean, I always think like this, and I mean, I'm gonna get some heat for saying this. Be like, oh, tell you cheap on first date, man,
Yes,
ma'am,
yes.
you are a stranger,
right.
Like I don't
I'm trying
even,
to get to know you.
Yeah. So I mean, last time I checked, you don't necessarily take strangers on boats and yachts
Right.
and vacations and flyouts. And I know we get into this all the time with our, our female friends. Unfortunately, Ray's not here to defend herself, but it's okay. I'm gonna say some inflammatory shit so she can get mad at me later. When it comes to the fly out, that's a whole other thing, right?
What's your perspective on the fly out?
I think you owe some buns when you on the fly out. I think you do. Now, hear me when I say this, because I know I'm gonna catch heat in the comments. I know I'm gonna catch heat in my DMs. There's gonna be people texting me next show. You're gonna see it. They're still gonna be cursing me out. But I do think so. Not just because like tickets equal pussy. I think that it's if you are comfortable enough to fly out to anywhere with a stranger, shouldn't you be comfortable enough too to be on that level of intimacy where that's on the table?
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
But for me, right, taking a step back, I don't think that just because you fly out a chick, that she owes you the buns.
Okay, see now.
I think it's expected. It's nice, I don't think she owes it to you, because I've heard of situations where shorty gets flown out. Never met the person that she's getting flown out by.
Right.
Gets there, and dude is a weirdo.
Don't get me wrong.
You feel me?
I completely understand that.
Like, is not the same person that was chatting it up in the text and all of that. He's a weirdo. So now, looking at that, I'm like, yeah, I understand why she didn't. But the chicks that be doing it on purpose in terms of like, let me get a free flight.
Thank you.
Knowing that you're not going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect you to take this position. You're usually the type of dude who respects the hustle.
No.
Like
it's not even about respecting the hustle. Like I don't think that's right. If you know you're not gonna do nothing, but you're willing to accept the flight, that's not cool.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. And again, let's not put it like transactional. Although, let's not put it as transactional because I just got a little email reminder that Spirit Airlines is hosting like a little bit of a Black Friday deal. So, you get flown out for $32.99.
Right.
I don't think that you owe anybody anything. My point is simply, do you think you should fly out with a stranger? I'm not even questioning your sexual motivation. I'm just questioning your judgment at this point. Because somebody a couple months ago tweeted, with all of these flyouts, and this being a topic at all, Jeffrey Dahmer would be doing numbers right now. Like, who y'all even flying out with? You said that you fly out, a chick flies out with a dude, turns out he's a weirdo. You didn't do no homework?
Nah, so when I say weirdo, I mean in terms of some dudes know how to text, they don't know how to interact with females in person. You feel me? Like some dudes are good with the let me flex my chain and my watch and my money on Instagram and all of that. But in terms of just having a simple conversation with a female,
but
completely flops.
But my question is then, judgment again, right? Like, are you so enamored by jewelry, by the flex, that a conversation, a couple chain flickers, and you open? Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
look.
All right. I'm not gonna disrespect, you know what I mean? But some women are blinded by that.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like if you struggling and you ain't got it, and some dude is looking at you, is like, yo, you cute, I wanna fly you out.
Yeah.
Your life is not, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? I go by the name of Eman Music, 1/3 of Real and Uncomfortable. And right now I'm here in Diesel Music Studio. But I just want to let y'all know, Righteous Felon is back. They have merch now, you feel me? So make sure you check them out, support them. They got a whole bunch of flavors. When I tell you a whole bunch of flavors, and the names are off the chain. We got the Teriyaki Balboa, which is a tangy teriyaki with a punch of pepper. So I'm assuming this one's a little spicy. My personal favorite one is the OG Hickory, okay? If you want the small one, you can hop on the small one. But this is the one that I've had. I love it. It has a little smoky flavor to it. You know what I mean? It's like a classic smoky flavor. It's gluten free, all natural, and it's a great source of protein. If you want to get yourself some, make sure you hit up righteousfelon.com. And if you want to save, make sure you use the promo code POLY15. Now let's get back to the show.
Okay, now let me flip it a little bit too, because I'm not here to shame women alone here.
Right.
Because niggas, like bro, if you are trying to talk to a woman and you've been in the DMs, you're talking to yourself. I'm talking, it's bad, it's so bad there's echoes in the chat. Right? And you finally mention, hey,
let me fly you out.
And then you get a response?
Yeah, red flag.
We don't even gotta take it that far. If you got the baddie who you've been trying to, get close to or whatever, and you finally like, oh, that new restaurant, fuck it. Hey, shout out to them. Z Prime just opened up in White Plains, They got some nice things at the third.
Steak spot?
Nice little steakhouse there, yeah.
I gotta check them out.
Yeah, definitely. They opened up. It's got a nice ambiance. Oh, I've seen them on Instagram. Sure, let's go.
Yeah.
Bro,
flag.
she's dating the restaurant. She's not dating you, bro.
Ooh, okay.
So, let's talk about expectations, right? I did say that, again, my perspective is more so just do your homework, have a sincere connection before you fly. That was that. But now, as a guy, how you think a dude should read the room? Because I feel like you can avoid a lot of this shit if you read the room.
Yeah, so just speaking on past life experience, there's just certain things that you have to talk about. And I'm not flying a chick out if we haven't discussed certain things taking place. You feel me?
There you go.
We have to really be on the same page. I'm not trying to guess and hope that maybe the fly out is going to turn it. No. We got to have these conversations, and it has to be premeditated.
Right?
You feel me?
You don't want to be first off, sex is not a single player game.
Right.
I know a lot of guys are used to the handheld. But you guys, it's not a single player game. So make sure that you got player 2 is just as excited as player 1 is. You know what I'm saying?
But I never understood. I never understood how dudes can date chicks that don't show. If a chick shows interest in you, bro, you know it.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
One of my homegirls, she gonna get mad at me for telling this story, but she always defends the idea that a trip is not made for that. No matter what type of things you may feel about a fly out, she's on the idea that a woman does not always, it's not even topic. You're there to get to know somebody. No. She's of the notion that you come in getting to know somebody. And she told me that there was a trip that she went on with the gentleman. Sorry for this dude. But she ended up putting pillows between them in the, So
there's no way.
He paid for the trip. She came out there. I guess, again, I would assume that there was some sort of romantic interest at some point in time. But by the end of the night, there were pillows in between them.
That's what I'm saying. To me, that has to be discussed. If you're, that has to be discussed. You got to know what type of time you're on. And there's nothing wrong with, if a chick is not ready for that step.
I get that, yeah.
But if that's the case, I'm not going to lie. I might book you your own room and get my own room.
Thank you.
And we hang out. You know what I mean? If we're on the same page in terms of you're not ready for that type of intimacy, we live in different states. All right, cool. Let me fly you out, or we meet up somewhere, whatever the case may be. But it has to be discussed prior to.
Absolutely. Again, sex is a mutual act.
Right.
So the whole relationship should be that. I think a lot of people go in with their own agendas and expect the other person to just be on board.
Right.
No, don't get me wrong, that's fair. But if you notice that your pace ain't their pace, you guys should probably try to match up somewhere in the middle, have that discussion. Otherwise, you may be walking away, a situation where the closest physical contact you got is by Tempur-Pedic, So
that's tough, my boy. That's tough.
Again, sorry to that man right there. Now, I think I had a conversation with you one time. Do you remember this story where a guy had organized a trip with a girl? Mm-hmm. She came out and they had FaceTimed and everything. Apparently they had things got a little spicy on the FaceTime, so it was discussed. And she used that trip to go see another dude.
Some women are foul. Like some women are foul. Like, there's no justifying it. There's no like that's just a foul move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't even want to defend. There's nothing to defend here. That's foul. You feel me?
All right. Well, on that note right there, I had a couple of some other scenarios similar to that. People have kind of asked how to deal with certain things.
Okay.
You want to hear some of these?
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Oh yeah, these get good. Oh yeah, you gotta go. It's 6:12.
Yeah, we can do that real quick. Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. So here we go. I broke up with my boyfriend and sent my homegirl his way to help with his confidence, hoping that he'd come back confident. But now they're dating. I'm pissed.
Bruh.
What do I do?
What logic? Like what? You know what's crazy? Mm-hmm. I feel like the homegirl
gave her the idea.
Yo, the homegirl was like, you know what? Break up with him. I'll go slide and see what's going on, and I'll try to. Like I see that happening. Like I think the video that we posted a while ago, mm-hmm. where the dude caught his man sleeping with his girl who he broke up with. Yep. Mind you, the dude was talking trash about the
dirty
girl.
Mac. The dirty Mac. Yo, that's layers to that one though.
Bro.
But I can definitely see her like, well, girl, I think that the best way you can do is like, put him up with somebody else.
Me, put him up with. No, that because it sounds like the idea
that's
was
premeditated.
Yeah,
that's premeditated.
Nah, that's
what should she do?
What should she do? Let it go. Move on. Like you just you threw an alley oop. Let her.
She slam dunked it.
Yeah, she slam dunked it. She's out of here. There's nothing you can do. That was not the smartest decision. Respectfully, that was not the smartest decision.
Any chance she? Do you see any future for her?
No.
It's over.
No, it's done. Even if they get back together, it's done.
She did break up with him though too. That's the other thing. I think that she broke up with him initially. So she walked away from it.
It's done.
And it's almost like...
As a man, if I'm in his situation, mm-hmm. I'm not even looking at you the same. Like, you're done. We're not even playing with that.
Heard that. Not even entertaining it.
That's wild.
I respect that. I wouldn't either. That's crazy. Okay. Here we go. The love of my life friend zoned me. So I had sex with her mom.
Woo!
But then her mom denied it when I told her. And I've been gaslit to made look crazy.
Wait, did he actually hook up with the mom?
Apparently so. We can only believe what's in the confession.
And then the mom was denying it.
So apparently he really wanted to like throw that in his ex's face, like, right. That's why, I did this.
I smashed your mom.
Yeah, and I guess he expected the mom to co-sign it against her daughter.
Right.
For some reason. What were your thoughts?
That's foul on so many levels. I got questions more than anything. Like, did the mom know that was the boyfriend? Like,
yeah, I would imagine she had to.
And you still let him hit?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
That's weird behavior, man.
I mean, you can.
That's weird behavior.
What do they say? Lay down with dogs, get fleas.
Yo, but that's weird behavior.
Because first off, here's my thoughts. If you slept with the mom who knew you were the boyfriend of the daughter,
right,
and then you expected her to be forthcoming and honest when it came to her, she has no stakes, no benefit in jumping to your side and backing you up. So I know you tried. I think you thought you were a mastermind. So yeah, bro, you got to take that L, bro. Hold that. Because that one is. That's a monument. I mean, you didn't. Did you really? Maybe he didn't lose necessarily. He
went out with a bang. He went out with a bang. I give you that. You smashed the mom too. But if Shorty was a good girl, then you definitely fumbled the bag.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, You got
wild.
you got time for one more?
Yeah.
All right, let's get one more in. All right. Let's see. Nah, that one's a little bit. Okay. I found a pregnancy test in my hubby's work bag. He claimed it was for the young woman in the office who was worried she wanted to hide it from her boyfriend. I kicked my husband out the house. A few days later, I met up with an ex. We had some great sex. Found out it was all true. And now the hubby won't have me back.
Oh my God. And see that's you moving too emotional. You didn't have you got to gather up more evidence before you make a decision like that.
Well, here's my thing. Look how quickly she had the ex on speed dial, apparently.
That's a major red flag.
Yeah.
But I feel like most women do. Like most women keep their exes around for moments like that.
Yeah, I give it that.
As soon as you slip up as the main guy, they got the ex on speed dial. And I'm not even mad at the ex because
he just
long time ago in the past,
I was
that guy.
Oh damn!
I was that guy. Like I'm not checking on you every day. Cool, nah. But
you check.
You know,
see if the door's
can
open.
hit me. You can hit me up. Not even check the door open. You can hit me up whenever. Like, you know what I mean? You cool. Oh, he acting up. All right, come over here. That past life. Once again, past life.
Yo, damn.
I don't speak to none of my exes
who were
no
you,
more.
Bro?
I don't even know. Like when I look back, I really don't. When I look at 20-year-old E-man versus 30-year-old E-man,
yeah,
there's such a drastic difference that if I met myself right now, I'd be like, bro,
you was wilding.
What's going on?
You probably got some wanted posters out there somewhere, something like that. Yeah, you was
it wasn't that bad, but just in terms of that, like, and that's something that a lot of women don't realize. Like as a guy, oh, that sounds so wrong.
Here we go.
I could be friends with you for 10 years and
play the long game.
The long game. The one time you crack, I'm right there.
He
cracks. Know what I'm saying? The one time that she gets in a position where she's vulnerable,
oh yeah,
I'm right there. I'm not saying me, I'm just saying in terms of guys in general.
If he sees the cracks, he's cracking.
Yeah, he's cracking in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, what do you do now that you're, 30-year-old E, you're in your relationship.
Yeah.
What do you do to kind of get rid of or mitigate the niggas who are in orbit of your girl?
Oh no, you have real conversations, and you set up boundaries in terms of like, if if the dude is not willing to talk to you in my presence, red flag.
Red flag.
You could tell when a dude is trying to come after your girl. And when a dude is, I respect what y'all got going on, and you know what I mean. Like you can sense the energy. As a guy, you feel it off rip. You know what I'm saying?
It's real.
Women try to protect that and try to, oh no, that's just my friend.
He's not your friend.
He's not your friend. He's waiting for you to slip so he can smash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even having those conversations with your girl just so that like there's no, oh, I didn't know that. Nah, you knew what's going on.
I think that those there's those calls where they're like the ones where they have the couple call somebody and they're like, hey, yo, check to see if this person, do you think that they're just a friend? Call them, say like, come over. I'm trying to smash and see what they say.
Yeah, I seen those videos.
Yeah.
And every single time the women are surprised, like, oh my God, he would never do that.
That's
they call
lies
and he's
anyway.
like, yo, pull up. And they're like, what? Yes, like guys will be friends with girls.
Do you think that's sincere though? That
What?
level of surprise? Do you think that surprise is
The women?
Because I think ladies are a lot smarter than that. I think that it might be easier to kind of play dumb, but most cases, female have male friends who they met because they tried to talk to them.
Right.
It just so happens that the guy may have stopped the pursuit or got a girlfriend, or now they feel like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not as outright. But I feel like if that was the parameters of how y'all met, you can't ignore that.
As a guy, I get what you're saying. I really think that sometimes women don't see it because women don't think like that. You know what I mean? Like some women are very naive to like, how can I put it? I don't think that a chick is going to I'm trying to figure out how to word it. Most chicks won't stay in the friend zone with somebody who they're trying to smash. You see what I'm saying? They won't like.
You don't think they play the long game?
I don't think they play the long game. Not the way that guys do. Like guys, a dude will wait 20 years. He'll wait for you to have 3-4 kids.
Okay.
And still come in and slide in there.
But
if
see,
he gets the opportunity.
I give you that, but my thought on that is totally different. And I think it really stems to why men and women have friends, right?
Okay.
Like, as a man, you have a friend, yeah, they might be able to help you out, do favors and things like that. But more times than not, you just have a friend because of the vibe, because there is no expectation, right? Male friendships are usually characterized by a lack of pressure to do anything.
Okay.
You can hit up your male friends, you'd be like, hey, yo, bro, how you been? It'd be like years. You're like, oh, yeah, man, I'm good, bro, da-da-da. Y'all just catch up. There's no pressure to chill. There's no pressure. Y'all hang up. Y'all might not even talk to each other for the next year or two, right? But women will have male friends generally because that male friend makes themselves useful for something, right? Like you might have
the money guy.
You have
the food guy,
the protector, the guy you call if you got to bury something to someone, the guy who you call for like
the club, who gets you in the club,
right? The guy who gets you in the club, the guy who knows this person or jobs or anything else, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, think about as a man, your female friends. Do you really call them because they have an immediate, like,
value?
And it's not to say that they're not valuable. They're just not valuable in a tangible sense. Like, it's their friends because you enjoy their vibe, or at one point you found them attractive and that allowed you to get close enough to have a vibe. It wasn't because they were the club girl. It wasn't because they were the food girl. It wasn't because they were the girl who can fix this or fix that. They weren't the girl who can connect you with this or that. They were just the girl who initially looked good and then you found could have a conversation.
I'm gonna say not always, because see, that's not see, that's a trap. not all of the female friends that I have are females that I'm attracted to. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But
who'd you just call? No, I'm playing.
That was the trap. But I think you're right in the sense of like I'm friends with them because of the interaction and the vibe.
This is probably not blanket.
It's a genuine vibe, yeah.
But it's, I think that more times than not, like, I can understand a woman staying around a guy because they offer something as a friend, even if there's no attraction, right? Whereas as a guy, you can catch a vibe, but the vibe is usually the byproduct of the attraction. So
most of the time,
it's there, base level. You like, it's like, oh damn, I don't look at her that way, but if such and such ever threw it at me,
I'll catch it.
Right. Right, exactly.
Oh man.
Don't get me wrong. I do believe over time, as a man, you mature past those situations, and you kind of, But I do think that women are more capable of friendships, and you can call it sincere friendship, whatever your idea of that is, but it's generally because the friendship serves them in a way.
I agree with that.
Men, it serves us too, but it's more like an emotional sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have somebody who might cook some food for you or something like that. She might be able to like really come through in the clutch for you. Maybe she is the type of person to lend you a little bit of bread if your pockets a little bit, you got holes in them, But yeah. Especially due to inflation, because inflation in New York is crazy right now. So, on that note, just make sure that whatever you do, you pursue your goals, your happiness. Try not to get caught in spending traps, or whether that be inflation, hoflation, bad dates, whatever the case may be. E, you got anything to talk to people about? Anything you got going on?
We in the studio, but I just want to make sure that people know that I was not insulting anybody with my comments. I wasn't going at anybody's neck. I was just saying.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Please let me know if that bounces back and now you gotta like clean up your DMs or
Right,
something.
right, right.
Somebody's like, yo.
Nah, but look, I was not insulting anybody. I was not calling anybody, poor. It was just more so the fact that in New York, not everywhere around the world, because people were talking about, $4,000, you're the 1% in the world. I'm not talking about the world. In New York, $4,000 does not go a long way. That's just the reality.
Can I just say this too? And fuck it if you're offended. I'm sorry. Like, yo, social media is social media. And I understand that everybody has this idea of what people are pushing on social media. It's not our intention.
At all.
That was just reality. Our perspective, when you paying such and such for rent, you have your transportation expenses, groceries are what they cost. And if you have a child, child care is involved.
That's half your paycheck.
Also, right? Even if you're able to cover your bills, let me just say this. It's a blessing. But if you're just covering your bills, that's survival. And you should be, if you're working 40 hours a week, something close to that, you should be able to pay your bills without the fear of not being able to next time. You should have some savings. It's ideal to have an emergency fund. That is what comfortable living is. Now, again, we're not justifying what it is. We're just saying what it is. And matter of fact, we're probably telling you that it's not what it should be.
Right.
So the fact that, yes, you can move somewhere else, but why is this even that much? So, yeah. I mean, hey, let us know your budgeting plans and how we can be more responsible with our spending.
I don't know what to tell them, man.
I've been Ctez
Eman Music.
This has been real and uncomfortable. And tune in next time.
Yes, yes.
I ain't looking for no handouts to say no.